Yeah, hi students. Welcome. Um, this is my opportunity to give you some observations on your week two discussion board post, which basically I really enjoyed. Um, I want to start by two broad things first. I want to acknowledge that this is our national holiday in remembrance of Dr. Martin Luther King, who did so much for all of us. Um, and I'm going to make a segue by saying the honor is more than just his. Think of all the students like yourselves who were involved during that period in the 60s. I was a bit in the East, but it's the Freedom Riders and the ones who carried on his spirit that really made a difference, particularly in higher education. So, continuing the transition of my thoughts, I want to welcome the students who are really our long distance students, which I forgot to do last time. We have Justin Lieberwitz from Hawaii, Jason from Seoul, South Korea, and Karen from Singapore. Um, and just an FYI, we have students from 10 different states here. In addition to the ones in the East, it's North Carolina, Maryland, Louisiana, Indiana, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and 11 or 12 or so from the Boston area. So it's a really nice mix of people from various locations and various experiences. It's nice to have you here as a class. So I want to say I like the interaction. Some housekeeping things. I would like you to send your post before Sunday night, which is what it says in the syllabus, because that way I get a chance to read each one, and I've read all of your posts and commented on them in detail. Be sure to use citations where appropriate, particularly it's required in your primary post, but also when you're talking with colleagues and making comments, use the materials there as well and do cite them. And again, to two colleagues. So I really, as I said earlier, liked what you said. My own take on um, shared governance is it's an evolving concept. I know many faculty, and we're looking at things in this course from a faculty perspective, see themselves as governance, and in some respects, from a historical perspective, they're correct. Because when there were very few colleges, and faculty were the majority of employees, they were in essence the major, body to be involved in governance. But now that's changed dramatically with over 3,000 colleges and 20 million students. And so what it means today is not what it meant yesterday, and certainly the same will be true for tomorrow. Many of you used Olson, and I like the Olson piece. He was very, very good. I like the way you used him, but you also used other readings as well. And so my summary is shared governance works best when there's a connectivity, connections, where people feel engaged. Um, it is not everything that the AUP says, despite my great reverence for them and their contributions. So it's an evolving concept. There's no definitive response. You know it when you experience it, and you know it when you don't. Each institution has to work within its own confines to have a collegial environment where the appropriate constituents have an opportunity to express their voice in matters of concern. So that's my summary. I'm very pleased. This is a busy week, and I look forward to interchange with you as we move through the material in week three, which is on teaching and/or research, as well as faculty development. Okay? Thank you. Have a good day.